But we watched a video from NF. Feelings came. I started crying. Oh, it was a mess. So it was a bit of a roller coaster, that deep dive. And then the one thing I want to mention is what I like is that as the videos dropped through the journey and went out into YouTube, you see the occasional comment comes in, hey, next up should be this video. Okay. Most of the time it wasn't, so they were all wrong. And then after the journey was done and we ended on the video Hope, which was just phenomenal. So good. The journey itself was just awesome. People would still kind of trickle in to Hope and say, okay, it looks like you're done the journey, but you gotta watch this one. But you gotta watch this one. And of all those comments that kind of came in at the last, the 11th hour, Happy was one of them, and Story was the other one. The story is the one I think is going to be heavy. Happy might surprise us, but I'm not sure. Haley, does this need any warnings, or are we good to go? This girl seems sad. I say girl, it could be a boy with long hair. I have no idea. I'm an old man. All good? All right, let's do it. Let's get happy.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be living life and soaking up the memory. I know I've been selfish, I have no excuse to give you it's true. Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in.
I don't think it's past and present. I think it's cyclical across generations. I think it's a mom and then the daughter following in the footsteps. What I have so far, because I feel like the set changes are kind of giving generational feels.
Truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Yeah, been this way so long it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage I ain't open yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding, some family members I don't really connect with, some things I said I wish I would've not let slip, some hurtful words that never should've left my lips, some bridges burned I'm not ready to rebuild yet, some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange I know, but I feel most at home when I'm living in my agony. Most at home when I'm
come back to this 210.
Living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Don't know what's around the bend. Don't know what my future is, but I can't keep on living.
Wow, shut up!
Living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. If I was happy. If I was happy.
Wow. That is what it's about, bro. That's telling a story. I know it's not story, it's happy, but wow. Oh, that was magnificent. This little girl is friggin' phenomenal. She's phenomenal. Even down to her physical acting, like her body position. I will go back to 210, thank you. It's such a minor note, but it's so interesting. She's sitting in the chair at this party. It's not just the facial expression. It's the relaxation of the muscles. It's her using her eyes correctly. Eyes is such a thing that you either have or you don't have, but like it takes a lot of work to get down. Tom Hanks is the king of it. But her body position, like you can feel her feeling, you know? Oh, she's incredible. Now, I'm going to start it over. I want to hit a point here.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why
I think it was this part right here.
since
She comes in.
I've reached
You see the disarray of the living room. And then here in this shot,
out and said
this is where my initial theory came from about the perpetuating generational, you know, habits, whatever, cycles, patterns.
hello. I bet you're wondering
And then the confirmation for me was the shoes, the Converse, the way that the shoes were coming off and going back on.
why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be
Jeez.
living life and soaking up the memory.
So if you look at the set work here, let me. Wow, this is so powerful. Right or wrong, I'm going to tell you what I see and what I think is going on, because I do think there was some kind of resolution when the mom came back into it, kind of. I was kind of confused if it was real, is where I felt strange, right? Because she made the wish, and then I don't know if it was her imagining it, if it was real, because then later we see this, and then she goes to kind of resolve things with mom.
If I was happy.
Whoa. Right? I feel like the way they have this designed, look at the furniture, look at the blinds, curtains works, the lamp's pretty good.
Of the
So the couch is different here. And we get into the kitchen.
I know I've been selfish. I have no excuse to give you it's true.
So even the TV in the background. I mean, I might be messing this up, but like it looks like a flat screen TV back there. I mean, even this little air freshener thing is like a now thing. It's nowadays.
Hanging by
This rocking horse in the corner, that was like a thing a lot of kids had. Like when I was a kid, I had a horse like that.
threads how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks when I know truthfully.
Okay, see the wall paneling here?
That's the furthest thing from my
These old ass cabinets, nice.
how I feel, but
I mean, that right there screams. I mean, what? 80s maybe? What do you think? I feel like mid 80s maybe.
I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in.
Honestly, even eating cereal out of a bowl like this just felt like, yeah, like late 70s, 80s in that window.
The truth is I need help.
Oh, bro, this is so good. Look at this. Look at this Kool-Aid or lemonade thing, the Tupperware with the twist top, old ass microwave. I don't know about this fridge though. Did fridges have water and ice back then like this? The pitcher, yeah, there you go. Kool-Aid bottle. I like the water and the ice came later. It was in the 90s? Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm messing it up altogether. But I feel like of all these things in each shot, they do such a good job of all these details that kind of tell the story. Now, what's going to be really embarrassing as a creative director is if I throw out all these specific theories and how impressed I am and none of it's accurate, none of it's right. But you know what we do then? Nothing, doesn't matter, don't care. When they go back and forth through this, they tell it so well, and the shots they choose are so perfect for what they're trying to deliver. Do you remember in one of the other NF videos, I think it might have been therapy session? Yeah. There was a lot of action, but it was very flat. It didn't have the feel and the intensity that it was supposed to have for whatever reason. Might have been intended, might not have been. But with these arguments here, you feel them. Camera angle, distance, blurriness, motion blur, all of that plays. And sometimes you have a character going to the right, and then the next shot, the next character is going to the left. And it just creates this jarring, like you don't realize that you're working. And that's why you start to feel things. We are making you work because we need you to feel something.
Open yet, I got some demons.
So it's like that shot right here, okay? I want you to feel, as you watch this fight, confused and like you're trying to understand what's happening. So if I give you a shot that's completely discombobulated, when he comes into the right side of the frame
Shoes that I wanted.
and the camera's just swaying around, as a viewer, you don't realize it, but you're going and you're trying to see what's like, who is the face? Do I know the face? Who's the bad guy?
Dress, I got some baggage, I ain't open yet. I got some demons, I should put the rest.
Great.
I got some.
Okay, and then when we go down to this shot with her, there's a couple ways you can do it. Going here and getting on her level is putting us in the position with her of what her life is like at the bottom and dealing with these two giants that she has no control over. Right? This is her life. You see how she's completely numb to it. There's no expression that's not fear. She's not hiding behind a corner. She's not under her bed. She's just sitting there like this is the daily.
Traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding, some family members I don't really
But then there's another shot later from the POV of the mom.
connect with. Some things I said I wish I would have not let slip. Some hurtful words that never should have left my lips. Some bridges burned, I'm not ready to rebuild yet. Some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul.
So we get the view from the little girl.
And the last to admit.
And now we get the view from the mom. So we're seeing both sides of the story, essentially. But taking this shot, it puts us in the position of the mom to remind us like, hey, you got a kid. You got a baby you need to be taken care of. She's little. Look how little she is down there. Like, she's counting on you. She's numb to it. She feels nothing. You, on the other hand,
I haven't dealt with.
Feel everything. There's no space left in this house for anybody else's emotions but yours. That's not the way this is supposed to work. Now, I'm not a parent, so I'm just talking shit. But as in my DNA, I feel like I want to help people sometimes. I want to protect people, you know.
Yes, I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul and the last to admit I.
Yeah. That's where I go emotionally.
I need a hand to hold, losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange, I know, but I feel most at home when I'm.
This is the 210 I wanted to go back to. I don't think it's an accident because I think that this dude's art is massively impressive.
Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange, I know, but
this shot right here. The cigarette. She's taken the drag from the cigarette and her hand is shaking. Now, all of this contextually makes sense. She's shaking because she's amped up from the fight. She's smoking because she's trying to come back down. Okay? But when they do this shot, you see all this leading space right here. Okay? She's facing that direction. She has a cigarette. The movement of her hand with the lit cigarette is going to draw our attention. Okay?
Most at home.
You see that right there? The next shot is the birthday cake with the candle going into the cake. That right there is the same motion you see when a smoker takes their cigarette and they put it out. They butt right there, boom, right in the ashtray. And it's almost like this is quietly, subtextually saying that this poison right here is being shoved into this girl's life. Everything that could make her happy, everything that's sweet, that should be part of her good memories, is poisoned by this person and the way that she's acting, reacting, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say that I think that's a coincidence. I think it's incredibly deliberate. And the reason I say that with such confidence is because everything leading up to this makes sense. It's done for a reason.
I know, but I feel most at home when I'm.
That little right. Now, you think, okay, well, timing wise, like as the editor, I want this shot and I'm going to make it hold until I get that handshake. Boom, got it. Cut right into that next shot. Because my first thought was, did she just smash that cigarette into the cake? But I think it's a metaphor. I think it's symbolic. I could be wrong. I don't think I am.
Living in my agony.
Because watch what happens with this cake.
I
know it's the dad. I know. But I think it's symbolic.
My self-esteem go.
Because the same cake we're talking about that could potentially represent things that should make this girl happy.
Up in flames, acting like I don't.
Does it make her happy? No, because it's poisoned. Not really by a cigarette, but because of the life that's here, you know?
Care what anyone else thinks when I know truthfully.
Now, this is a brilliant shot. We go to this shot right here. Fellow friend at the party. Seems to be having fun. We tend to have fun at birthday parties. So we're going to get the perspective of the little girl in the chair, essentially. It's an awkward angle, but you get the point. We look at her, and then we're going to look up at the mom. Why? Because these hands on the shoulders are going to guide us up to the face of the mom. And then what we see is, oh, this is what's supposed to happen. This is what a happy family is supposed to look like and feel like.
That's the furthest.
Numb. Just dead inside. Oh, she's so good. Like, I can see her kicking her feet, and she doesn't need to do that. But she's doing it because she's in character. She's using her physicality to make her emotional state change. And that's one of the tricks that actors can use to change their emotional state. Now, there's different levels, right? But if you can convince your body physically that this is what's supposed to be happening, you can sometimes, if you're good, you can get your emotions to follow suit. You know, if you watch people make themselves cry, usually it starts with these muscles, right? It starts with the lips, it starts with this, and people do it differently. Everybody has different ways of doing things, but sometimes you can start that and your body goes, oh, okay, yeah, here we go. And then it just swirls everything up.
I know truthfully that's the furthest thing from.
Oh, she's so good. We see her eyes looking at the mom and then down at the daughter and then jealousy of the daughter. And I have to say, again, just my opinion here, I don't think this is different times. I think some of your theory is that it's different times in it, or it's like different memory. I mean, maybe as far as the ending goes, that the mom's not really, I'm not sure, because even the dad part kind of confuses me. I see it as she was taken away from her mom and then lives with her dad. That's how I saw. I don't know, though. I don't know. But I do think it's a parallel and it's a generational cycle. And for me, the confirmation of that is at the end when we see her trying to solve things with her mom. These might be memories before mom was an addict or an alcoholic or whatever it is.
If I was happy.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's her childhood, right? That's what I take from it. And honestly, regardless of how much I might completely destroy that storyline, even if I got it all wrong, and maybe it doesn't matter if I say the way they told the story was perfection because I messed it all up, don't care. I was enthralled and I felt things. Even if I didn't know it was right or wrong, you made me feel some stuff. That is fantastic. Oh, she's so good. It could be memories before she was an addict. Well, do we know it's addict yet? And I'm kind of pushing that narrative because I know NF's story about his mom being an addict. But I don't know if that's what this is saying. So we see bottles, we see cups, so we know she's drinking. And I guess it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if they're away. The catalyst is not necessarily that important. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of taking is she's remembering the good memories before things went sideways. Yep. Yeah, I think depression is probably part of it. Yep. And that's probably where the alcohol comes from. Maybe it's from a divorce. I feel like part of, if I remember right, NF's story was a young divorce, like his parents were divorced from when he was a kid. So this might be because, like, maybe that's why the divorce drove her to depression, drove her to drink. That's why dad's out of the picture. Things go sideways long enough, she goes and lives with her dad. Or maybe it's just they share custody. I don't know. And I don't even know if that's really that relevant. I think the perpetuating of the cycle is pretty powerful. The way they tell the story is amazing. With the lyrics saying, I was happy, it makes me think of those times you look back and think of, if I was happy, then even if it was hard. Who I'd be if I was happy. Truth is, I need help, but I just can't imagine.
Need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Yeah, been this way.
Wow. So maybe this is where dad leaves. It's not a divorce.
So long it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed.
Because we see him storm out.
I got some
And then we see her going through the same thing
issues
with her boyfriend or husband or whoever.
that I won't address. I got some baggage.
The cycle continues. Yeah. Oh, man. So good.
I'm not ready to rebuild yet. Some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange, I know, but I feel most at home.
Man, it's so good. It's so good. This is what I'm here for, man. Like, this is what art, like, just affects me. Somebody sharing their experience in some way, even if it's not his experience, somebody who can tell a story like this, turn an idea into something that makes people either feel or understand or empathize or all of the above. That is next level. I love everything about this.